Angel Wings. I'm your host, along with my co host, Christina Leftwich. Hi, Christina.
Teri.
And we have a beautiful family with us today to learn more about Archangel Metatron. We've all been so excited to learn about this angel. I was so excited, I even announced it was going to be him a couple of weeks ago. So he's been wanting to make his presence very known with us. And I'm so happy that he wants to let others know him intimately. And Christina is going to share some information about him and some of the things that we can learn that will help us to communicate more with Metatron. And then after she does that, I'll guide us into a meditation. I want you, if you would, to have a paper and pen nearby because the meditation that we're going to go on is you writing down some things. So it's not going to be your
Well, I have for him. I can.
it will be your typical just sit and enjoy the meditation. You're actually going to be doing something during this meditation. So with that, I am going to, and the other part of this show is that after we do the introduction to the angel and the meditation, we go offline and we'll have a discussion. So anyone that wants to come in here with us, just come on in. And we'd love to have you in with the group to have that discussion afterward as well. So here we go. Archangel Metatron. Christina, enlighten us.
All righty. So funny you say enlightened, because Archangel Metatron is sometimes called the enlightened. He's also known as the one who guards, the angel of empowerment, the angel of light, and the angel of the covenant. Now, in Hebrew tradition, Enoch is said to be the human incarnation of Metatron, with the job of scribing all choices, whether they're made in heaven or here on earth. And this is called the Book of Life, or the Akashic Record. Notice that all other angels that we've done, they all end with the suffix of EL, L, like Gabriel. Metatron and Sandalphon are the exceptions to that. And this is because of the fact that they were thought to have been once humans who have ascended into the angelic realm, unlike any of the other angels. So one thing to keep in mind with that is that Metatron really has a good grasp of what it really means to be human, because he himself was human. That's an experience that none of the other angels other than Sandalphon can actually, relate to. So Metatron is within the white energy light ray, which is also the enlightenment ray. His day of the week is a Sunday. The element associated with Metatron is fire, and the planetary influences are Pluto or the sun. Some stones and gems or crystals that you could work with when wanting to connect a little more easily, deeper with Metatron would be labradorite, watermelon tourmaline, sardonyx. Now, sardonyx is a banded onyx. Orange aventurine, mahogany obsidian would be another one. Some oils and herbs that you might want to try would be cedarwood, pine, basil, angelica, cinnamon, or clove. And he works very closely within our crown and soul chakras, okay? And I'm sure we're going to be getting into those with our meditation a little bit. One of Metatron's traits is he is working on a very ultra high vibration. So when we work with Metatron, you may want to prepare that we might get an extra large dose of this intense vibrational ascension. Metatron presides over all of our guardian angels and also guards over the tree of life. Within his healing light work and energy cleansing, he can intensely assist us in releasing whatever no longer serves us on every level, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. There are actually healing modalities that feature Metatron's techniques because he is so great at transforming negative energy into positive. Metatron is great to call upon for help with any spiritual development and learning, any energy cleansing, with self-confidence, and in all matters associated with awakening and ascension. If you are looking to make shifts in your life, especially dramatic shifts in your energetic life, ask Metatron for assistance. As the angel of light, Metatron can help us search the Akashic record to uncover past soul wisdom, as well as showing us, or not necessarily showing us, but he knows the future timelines and trajectories of those timelines. So oftentimes when he comes with information, it's in the form of packed thought forms or divine downloads that are often vast and multi-dimensional as well. Metatron helps us to access the divine I am within us, our very own pillars of light inside that we can access from our higher self, which and then goes right down through our center into the crystalline center of our earth. This provides us the link that will empower us to be of service at a higher level and in the interest of all. Now, although Metatron is thought of as having this huge energetic presence, he is also very, very gentle. In fact, Metatron is charged with watching over all children, both here on earth as well as children in heaven, and is often found helping the children that have crossed over. He is especially charged with helping those children here on earth now, our indigo children, crystal children, rainbow children, who are exhibiting this extra spiritual and psychic gifts, as he also helps any of us in developing these gifts, no matter what the age. Metatron is also helpful with helping writers write. As you can imagine, with him being a scribe, he's very adept at writing things. He can help us create plans when we're trying to maybe form a vision or what we would like our future goals to be. He can help us create that plan. He also helps people who work with children, especially people who work with children that might have learning disabilities. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of time here to talk about the Merkaba cube. And if you give me just a minute, I am going to share my screen so that you can actually visually see what I am talking about. Oh, can you enable me to screen share? Is that something you can do? Okay. There we go. There. Okay, I did it. I did a thing. Okay, so this is the Merkaba. And Metatron historically uses this Merkaba as a form of his sacred geometry. It is made up of divine light, divine color, divine sound, divine spiritual fire, and divine frequency, and contains the 13 spheres of creation and all the shapes in universal existence, actually. It is representative of pure divine energy. And Metatron oversees this flow of energy that flows through the Merkaba cube. It has the ability of cleansing all unwanted negative energy from our auric fields. It can be used to focus our intention and our energy for the purpose of healing ourselves as well as others. And it can serve as a personal portal of energetic light into other dimensions when used in our meditation session. So now stop that share. Okay. Signs that Metatron might be working with us. A diamond white light. Now, Metatron is a huge presence of energy, so this light actually may be quite brilliant and almost blinding in its intensity. There might even be some light disorientation going on. Strong tingling in the extremities, hearing high frequency buzzing in our ears, or tingling at our crown chakra. You may even have a sudden insight or intuition to change a negative pattern of thinking into a positive one. This may just be Metatron working his magic. Seeing the master numbers 1111, whether on clocks, receipts, gas pumps, etc. Any of those could be Metatron trying to get our attention. This is actually the 1111 is sometimes referred to as the gates of Metatron. It is known as the most powerful master number, as well as being the DNA activation code for the actual ascension process, which would explain why it is associated with Archangel Metatron. And that is all that I have to share with you. Teri, do you have anything to add with this beautiful angel?
Oh, Christina, that was awesome. Thank you so much. You know, I have to share that Metatron has become one of my favorite angels. And I know we're not supposed to have favorites because we're all equal, right? But in working with the angels over the years, and I've worked with them my whole life, but Metatron, when I first encountered his energy, he was very intense and he came into the room and I just kind of shrunk back because his energy is so big, like Christina was saying. And he was very intense with what he was trying to tell me. And, you know, there's a purpose to everything that happens. And the purpose was to get my attention, for me to really just listen. And I couldn't really grasp what was being said to me or what was being shown to me, because all I could focus on was how big this angel was and that intensity. So I just want to share, if you have an experience like that with Metatron, just ask for him to slow down, because that's what I did. I said, you know, I really want to hear what you're saying. I really want to understand what this message is, but I'm just so intimidated right now. And I just want that closeness with you to where I can, you know, really get into what's being communicated. And that's exactly what happened. Once I got that understanding with him, and he showed me so many things. I worked with Metatron so much in going into the Akashic records, and we're going to do that in this meditation. That's why I ask you to have a pen and paper nearby so that you can write down any messages that you get and you won't forget them as we go into the meditation. What else? When I first heard about the Merkaba, I was like intrigued and I wanted to know more. You know, I have one of those minds that just wants to know. So if I hear about something, I'm going to research it. I'm going to find out everything I can find out about it. And I asked Metatron about it. And I'm like, I want to have that experience. I want to really feel what it feels like. So I've done it many times and will be going on to the Merkaba in this experience. So I'm excited about this meditation. I have heard from Metatron and from some of the other angels that they want me to teach some classes about meditation. There's different forms of meditation, and the meditations that I do a lot of guided meditations, but there's also meditations using sound And there's meditations using visualization where you're totally aware of what you're doing. This meditation that we're going to do, for anybody that wants to participate, you will be going into a light hypnosis. So if you don't want to do that, just set your intention that you're not going to go into the hypnosis, but you can still follow along with what's happening with the meditation and still benefit from it. But if you're open to just letting yourself go into that state where it's no longer you and your ego, but it's you and spirit guided by Metatron. And I'll be calling in all the angels, so it's perfectly safe for whatever happens here. Anytime that I do anything, whether it's a teaching, a meditation, a show, I always set the intention that only love and light will be coming into that experience. So bringing in Michael for that is what I always do first. And I just want to see if there's anybody that has any questions or comments before we go into the meditation. I know we're going to have a discussion afterward. So if there's something you really want to bring up and have questions answered, we can do that.
But I would do. I work with where my professor meet with kids at my camp, and I would care about with them all the time.
Awesome.
That's a perfect example of my professor way me, way me. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. Okay.
Teri, would you like me to share that screen again? Would that be helpful at all with the Merkaba or?
No, because I think we're going to pretty much have our eyes
closed.
into
I will make this available. Just please
Yeah.
let me know if you would like if anybody would like this. I will make it available.
Absolutely. Maybe in our messenger group. And also, when we go into the private discussion offline, we can show it again if anybody wants to see it more closely. So welcome to those that are with us virtually. We have quite a group that's watching with us today, and thank you for being here. And let's get right to this meditation because I'm excited. I feel Metatron. When I've seen him lately, he's been like a little kid, just like jumping with joy and excitement, and so happy that we have highlighted him. And Christina, I'm hearing him just smile or seeing him smiling ear to ear and hearing his words to you of job well done and that explanation and that teaching that you did. He's very, very pleased with how that was presented by you. So thank you. And Metatron is sending thanks. So let's first of all go into our heart-brain coherence. And this is something I have been shown by the angels is so important for us to get into that state of mind where we're in the highest brain state possible, in that gamma state. And when you're in that gamma state, you're able to focus more. So this is a meditation to help you focus. Touch your heart center, because wherever you're touching on your body is bringing your intention and your focus right there into the heart. And then slow down the breath, breathing in slowly and releasing slowly. And then start adding in some gratitude, some feelings of just loving kindness. Maybe it's a beautiful sunset or a scenery, or just walking on Mother Earth. Whatever brings you joy inside, hold that energy. Bring and hold that for another minute. Now I want you to continue with the breathing, continue to hold that feeling. And I'm going to call in our angels. I'm invoking the energy of Archangel Raphael, asking for Raphael to surround each person that's hearing these words, bringing in the energy of healing. Whatever takes place during your meditation time, let it be something that heals an emotion or heals you in whatever manner is needed. And I ask in Archangel Michael to surround each person with a bubble of protective energy. Only love and light is welcome inside that bubble. Everything else will bounce off. I ask in Archangel Gabriel, give us all clarity, help us to see whatever is needed to help us understand more about this experience we're having in this lifetime and in any lifetime that's ever been lived. And I ask Archangel Uriel to come forward to touch each person. When you're breathing in that next breath, just see Uriel helping you to take that breath all the way down throughout your body and bringing it down out the bottom of your feet and going down into the earth, spreading out. See that breath just going in all directions, grounding you, rooting you into the earth energy. And now breathe that back up and up to your heart center, and let's anchor it there. Just anchoring it into your heart. Now, with your next breath in, just allow that breath to start rising up. Let it go up through the throat, through your third eye, through your crown, and reaching up to your higher self on the soul star chakra. And as you are there with your higher self, just ask to please be open to whatever is going to come forward for you. To just allow your energy to be in a state of wonder, to help this experience to be the very best that it can be for you. And then bring that energy back down and anchor that into your heart along with that grounding energy. And now I want you to focus on whatever spirit guide or angel you feel is with you right now. This could be your guardian angel. It may be a spirit guide that's constantly showing you guidance in life through all of your experiences. Just feel into that energy now and ask them to walk with you through this coming moments of going into a deeper experience with yourself, with Metatron, and with all these angels coming forward with you. Now with your next breath in, just envision that you are at the top of a stairwell and you're going to be stepping down. It's a marble stairwell. I want you to really see it in your mind's eye, really visualize it, knowing that you're not alone. All of these beautiful angelic beings are walking with you. It's perfectly safe. And you can reach out your hand and touch the railing and see the gold beauty of that railing. As you touch it, it's a little cold to the touch, but just hold on to it for a moment and step down on that first step. That's number 1. Now feel the energy of that stairwell, that marble underneath your feet. And just allow yourself to put your foot forward. Don't step yet. Just put your foot forward and make the decision if you're going to go further down the stairwell. And if you decide to step down, that's number 2. You still have your hands on the railing. You still feel the coolness. And there's a cool energy surrounding you now, swirling around you. And you're starting to see the colors as you go down the stairwell. What color is coming to you now? Just decide if you're going to step down that next step. That's step number 3. And continue to breathe in gently, feeling the breeze on your face, feeling the coolness that's coming from this area you're descending into. And then step forward again to the 4th step. Now it's getting a little more heavy with the energy. You're starting to feel that you've left the place where you were, and there's an unknown energy where you're going. So there's a bit of excitement, this adventure that you're going on. Now breathe in gently again and step down on that 5th step. Feel the solidness of the ground underneath you. Feel the touch of Archangel Metatron as he welcomes you to this place that you have entered. And see before you these huge, heavy doors. See how they're laid out. Is there an engraving in the door? What does the door handle look like? Just reach out and touch the door handle. Maybe it's gold, the same energy as the rail that you used for support to get here. Just allow yourself to touch the handle without turning it yet. Just to feel the energy and see if you intuitively know that the experience on the other side of that door could be life-changing for you. Just spend a moment here on this side of the door, feeling the angels behind you, Metatron in front of you. And Metatron is asking you now if you want to take that journey, if you want to take this experience and move forward to possibly look at an area of your life or more than one area to learn something about yourself. And any impressions that you get intuitively, you can write those down. You can write down any words that come to you from the angels, from your guides. And if you're saying your yes to Metatron, then it's time for you to open the door. As you turn the handle, you see that door opens very easily. And when it opens, you're looking at this immaculately laid out room. There are shelves and shelves with books on each one. So walk down the hallway just Right now, just observe. Just look. You don't have to make any decisions yet. Just pay attention to what you're seeing. All of the energy that's in here in these books. Just look. And as you walk down that hallway, listen. You're going to use that clairaudience right now. Listen to see if anything is coming to you. If there's any book on any shelf that's speaking out and saying, pick me, take me off of this shelf. And if you indeed find that book, just pull it off the shelf, but don't open it yet. Just carry it with you. Pay attention to how the book feels. Is it heavy or is it a small book? You can look at the front of the book and see if there's anything written there. But again, don't open your book yet. You're going to exert some discipline here and keep the book closed for the moment. And now as you continue down the hallway, you see that there's another stairwell that you're going to go up. So you start climbing the stairwell with your book in hand. And as you take those steps up, just listen to see if you hear anything at all, any intuitive thought about maybe what you'd like to experience. Would you like to find out something from your records? Would you like an answer to a question? So you continue to climb, and when you get to the top of the stairs, there's a gate, and this gate is locked. So as you just wait patiently, Metatron asks you to make a decision if you want to go through that gate. You still have a choice. You have free will. And if you want to go through the gate, you have to get the permission of the gatekeeper. Everyone has a gatekeeper that holds their records intact. So if you are ready and you want to go through the gate, you set your intention and ask permission to enter into your records for that gatekeeper to hold them intact and to release whatever is there for you in this moment to find out about, to get the information from, to illuminate this part of your journey that you're on. You may or may not know your gatekeeper's name. If it comes to you intuitively, write it down. It's not necessary even to know the name, just to acknowledge that there is a presence that guards your records so closely, and the only person that can access them is you or someone you give permission to. So whenever you're ready, you can ask the gatekeeper to open the gate to allow you in. And when you step through the gate, you step into an open area, and there's a huge desk there. Look at the desk. See what it looks like. What are the details? What's it made out of? Walk over to the desk and set your book down. Feel the top of the desk. Is it wooden? Is it made out of something else? Is it gold? What does the desk look like that you're going to sit at to receive this information that's there just for you? And now pull the chair up to sit in and make yourself comfortable. And again, look at your book. Is there writing? Maybe you looked at it before, but it wasn't very clear. See if it's more clear to you now, this writing on the front of your book. And before you open the book, ask the question that you want the answer to. Maybe it's an area of your life, or maybe it's a question that you really want to know. So just put your question forward. Take a moment to just sit with it. Make sure you write it down so you can remember. And again, before you open the book, take a breath in. Ask for the angels that have traveled there with you to please surround you, to guide you. Ask especially Archangel Gabriel to give you clarity as you open the book, to look at what's there. And when you are ready, just take your time with it. When you're ready, open the book to whatever page you want to open it to. It will be there intuitively for you. You'll know which one to turn to. Look at the page number, and then read what's written there for you. And see if that answers your question or your focus area of what you wanted to have explained to you. Remember to journal, write on your notepad anything that you receive, any messages, any words that come to you. I'm just going to give a few minutes for you to spend with this book. And now you feel a tap on your shoulder, and that's Metatron. Metatron is assuring you that you will get the information you need, and that it's time now for the book to go back on the shelf. But you don't have to go back down that stairwell. You can hand it to the gatekeeper, and it will be placed back exactly where it came from. And Metatron motions for you now to step forward out of your chair and to continue down the hallway where you're at. And as you do so, you come to another door that says exit. And as you step out of that open door, you see that you have come quite a ways from planet Earth. So emotions for you to enter into the Merkaba, this wonderful method of traveling anywhere you want to travel. And you can use that Merkaba now as you gather your sights and your senses with you and with your breath. Just start to breathe normally and step into the Merkaba. And as you do so, the doors close. And when they open, you're right there where you are in the room. You've come back to who you are and where you are in the present moment. And as you look at Metatron, just remember to give gratitude, knowing and trusting that your records are intact, that they are now closed, that the gatekeeper has that gate locked, and that they are secure and safe and waiting for you anytime you want to revisit this meditation. Anytime you want to travel there, Metatron and the Merkaba are ready and willing to help you have this experience again. So let's feel gratitude to Metatron and to all the angels, all the guides, all the beings that were with you. And just take a breath in and come back to where you are. Just take your time and come back to where you are now. See everybody starting to move around, open eyes. And I just want to say to those in the audience, thank you. Thank you for joining us for this. If anyone has any questions about whatever your experience was today, just type it in the comments. And I do go back and look at the audience comments when we have these meetings. But if you want to come in and discuss it with us, we're very happy to have you come into the Zoom meeting. The link is in Enlightened World Network, and you can find that link and come right in here with us and hold a discussion. And we thank you for being here. And I hope that it was helpful to many of you if you went into this meditation with an expectation of receiving. Then I hope that that's what happened, that you received messages and information. And Christina, I want to thank you for the wonderful job you did introducing Metatron and helping us to understand him a little more.
Thank you for providing the platform in such a wonderful way.
Absolutely. So we're going to end the live meeting. We're going to stay on Zoom, and blessings to all of you that joined with us today. Bye, everybody. Everybody that's on Zoom, just stay where you are. Don't leave yet.